Hello, monkey. Hello, hello. Today, hello, Phil. Today, monkey has tea. Because today, it's not that hot. So monkey today has tea. On another note, you still didn't guess what's on my desk. You gave up already. Anyway, we were pretty far with the battle controller, but it's also far away from being finished. So in the title I wrote, in the livestream title that is, that I should do the visuals, but I don't actually know where my development will go today. I just wrote it because it seemed like the closest thing to do right now. So let's reread the code first before I commit to something. There are some interesting code here. Interesting. It's nothing electronic, right? Correct. And nothing alive? Correct. Correct. Not a badge. I'm not sure what you mean by something like that, but no, not a badge. Do you know the old TV show in German TV that was called Genial daneben? Is it something normal? Whatever you consider being something normal. I mean, it's not normal that it is on my desk. No, I wouldn't say it's normal. It's normal in another context, but not in this one. I see. It was a comedy show, kinda. There was a moderator and some comedians and guests, and then people would send in some kind of trivia, like some kind of saying, and the members need to guess what it means. So they have to make like all these things up, the stories, etc. And then it's of course genial daneben. I guess we have to like overwrite this function now. Speaking of, we need to add all the slots here. Is it an object that would be generally known? So would I know what that thing is if you told me its name, or would I have to look it up? Generally you would know, but I can see that some people wouldn't. But I think most of the population would know what this is. And actually, like, a very small fraction of people wouldn't know what this is. Get the positions from this. Oh, hello, Emre. How are you doing today? I got some guessing help. Are you using AI? Don't use AI to guess what it is. I see. Hello, hello. No, it's not Minecraft. That's a very Turkish sounding name. Are you Turkish? Could it be? Ah, anladım. What's the answer to what are you doing? Oh. Did I say what are you doing or did I say how are you? Or how are you doing? Now, how are you doing implies how someone is, right? Gaslighting activated. You are in the presence of the master gaslighter. You cannot gaslight me that easy. Okay. So you guys are playing Minecraft? Is it the mod you made? I see. Is the thing large? No, actually. But depends on what you mean by large. Like, there can be any definition of large. Why can't I rename that one? That's interesting. Oh, this one is actually in the parent. Huh. Should I also put this in the parent? I should. Also, an opening spawn point is needed. Based on a banana, it's smaller than a banana. I would absolutely not eat it. Compared to a €2 coin, it's bigger. Is it poisonous? No. No, it's not. Is it metal? No. Come on. Ah! Is it on thing or built out of multiple parts? Is it one thing or is it built of multiple parts? It's one thing. It's one thing. Now, how would I spawn something in a radius of a point? A cube is easy, you can just randomize everything, but a sphere would be nice. But I think the sphere would need some coordinates in randomized manner. And that may be not unified in the way I would implement it. I will just go with the cube. That's easier right now. Is it normal having on the table, or is it another place more common for it? My table is absolutely not common for this thing. And yes, it is more common in a specific place. Where? You have to guess. If I told you where, you would guess it. Toilet, no. Somewhere in the bedroom, no. Somewhere in the garden, no. I said it's extremely hard to guess. You guys will never find it. When you guessed it, you will be like, what the fuck? Basement dungeon? No. Hey, Scene. How are you doing? It is about an object on my desk. I asked Phil to guess what it is for a week or 2 weeks now, and he didn't guess it yet. You can guess with him. Not a waifu, no. How are you doing, Scene? How is your game going? Is it usually somewhere in the dining room or kitchen? Both, no. Oh, graphics optimization. That's nice. I wonder if I ever need to do that. I mean, who knows? Maybe I will do something crazy, but... Speaking of, my shader for the holes is very unoptimized. Is it in a room? Maybe. I'm pretty sure it can be in a room. I mean, it is in my room. I said it's not easy. I said it's not easy. Your game is such that you could probably splurge on a high-end effect. Not sure what that would be. Super nice looking volumetrics. Yeah, maybe. I mean, at some point things will break, right? So maybe I can use resources on effects instead of the meshes themselves. Is it paper? No, it's not paper. Is it somewhere in a normal house where people live? Now that's a little vague. To be precise, I have to say yes. You could also ask, is this thing on Earth? And I would have to say yes, you know? Doesn't make it easier, right? Speaking of VFX, I got a massive rate from Prismatic Dev earlier today. He's the dude that makes Prismatica on fab.com. I don't know that asset. A system for environmental interactive VFX like foliage, snow. What? How did he end up in a dev stream? Is he streaming himself? Yeah, but it could have been something that usually only is in places like bars or parties where... Yeah, it could have been, but I mean... Yeah, he's a streamer. Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense then. No, this random float should be 0 to 1. If I multiply this by 2 and minus 1, it should be in the range here. By 2 and then minus 1, and we have the range between 1 and 0. Maybe I need to multiply this by something else now to get the range, but to make the box like a size. So let's make a multiplication here. Each. And then we could add some kind of variable for the size. Now the question is, should the variable be here or in the initialize, or I don't know. If you move and everything you stays at home, would you buzz it again? Buy it again. Okay. If you move everything you... Can you write that again? Is it more like, if you move and everything you own stays at home, would you buy it again? You could have said, if you lose it, would you buy it again? If you move, but everything have would stay. You guys, what are you writing? But yes, I understood. Okay. I didn't buy it. That's the funny part. And I don't think you can just buy it. You probably could find it, but no, I wouldn't buy it. Did you find it outside? No, I didn't find it outside. Is it some present from an event company or anything that gives away presents? No. At home? Yes, I found it at home. Well, we have to define home in that sense, but I found it at home. Is it dust? No. Dust is very common. Do you think I have it at home? I would bet 50% of my wealth that you don't have it at your home on your desk. Is it alive? No, it's not alive. Let's say 100 for now. Let me get my tea. All right. Can it do anything? I mean, it's not really precise how you wrote it. I would have to say no. Because in that regard, everything can do something. And everything can do nothing, so... Does it contain data? No. In the traditional sense, no. Okay, so we spawn these things now. And then set their location. Should be teleport. I'm still a little... How can you teleport something with a trail without causing the trail? Can you, like, tell the trail to disconnect for a second? If I had it, would it look the same, or is each unique? If you don't look extremely exact, then yes, it would be the same. It wouldn't be unique at all. Trail, the trail, like in mesh, in what mesh? I mean, in particles. There's probably just some kind of logic I can add and then disconnect trails. But I just didn't implement something like that before. Deactivate the emitter and it will stop spawning the particles. Then ostensibly you can move the system and activate the system again. Is that so? Does the particles that it spawned not disappear? Then it's extremely easy to do. Thank you. Nope, Phil, it's not just a random artifact. Like, if I told you what it is, you know what it is, and it's something unique. I see. Thank you, Scene. Is it produced or is it a byproduct? It is produced. That's a strange question. What would you do with a byproduct? What was in your mind? And I'm so happy that this week is again a short week. Like tomorrow is the last day and then I have a long weekend again. Hey you guys, will you watch the Summer Game Fest? NTO, my mind, my friend's mind, but you have a weird object that doesn't seem to exist, so we just ask anything. I see. Ah, your friend's mind, I see. Probably, I see. Oh, really, Scene? I love it to watch it with friends, just to trash talk things, etc. And since I'm waiting for Ace Combat so much, I am so hyped that there might be a trailer there again, but who knows? Would other people just throw it away? I don't know, would you? I think it's so unique you wouldn't. You might put it in a corner and forget about it. But you wouldn't throw it away, probably. It depends on the person. If you see people that like never hoard anything, they just throw away anything that's useless, then they just throw it away, I guess. Is it made of wood? No. What if there is an Elden Ring DLC in this summer Game Pass? Is it common in a car? No, not at all. No, we have this, but I also need to set their location so they fly to somewhere. I guess that's something else. Does it have electronics? Nope. Like I said, it's a very, very unusual object. Like when I tell you what it is, you will be like, holy shit, that's unusual. Unusual as fuck. You think bong is unusual? If you think a bong is unusual, then I don't know, man. Sweet summer child, I guess. But no, it's not a bong. I also don't have a bong. What do I do next? I mean, it is spawned now in that spawn area. But they are now all there. I probably also need to initialize the visual entity, which I should do in here. Where do I set their slots That will be something we have to do at some point. Hey, Scene, one question for you. Let's say you have slots like this is top down, like this, and there is something in the middle. This is now from the side. There is something here and something here. They're like flying balls, and there is an object in the middle. You want this to go to that side and this to go that side, but you don't want to collide with this thing. Now you could, of course, make some curve on top and then let them fly, but if you make it an exact curve and both flying at the same time, it seems very artificial. How would you solve it in a manner that looks interesting? That they fly over this object but don't collide with each other and the path doesn't look very, very pre-calculated. I mean, it can be pre-calculated or straight or whatever, but it shouldn't be repetitive maybe, or symmetrical, or something more interesting than these going fly at the same time, meet here and then just go to the other side, you know? That's my current approach to this, and I don't like it. The tall thing would be Mira or any summoner in the middle. And the balls are the orblings that dematerialize into their orb shape and then fly. Yeah, basically hop over, but more like flying. My first implementation was a straight line to it. My second was a curve on top, but both don't seem to be nice. I mean, I could do some variation of the timings, of course, but they still would do the same curved, predetermined path, I guess. Appreciate the leap animation in sequence. What does that mean? Yeah, I need to find a way, I guess. On that note, let me be AFK for a sec. And using spline tangents, maybe varying them a little. Yeah, probably I should do something like that, that the curve is not always extremely linear. Or straight, that is. Maybe even make the ARP-links have some center, but the visual point or the visual mesh is hovering around that point, and the point is moving the ARP-link, but the ARP-link's representation is just moving a little zigzag, or, you know, just not in the center of the object. Anyway, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Did you guys guess what it is? I'm joking. Of course you didn't. Oh yeah? Well, then I will not tell you what it is either. Does it have an ID? I think this should initialize the thing, but problem is this is not all. Like visual entity good and all, but we also have the orpling. Can still use this. I'm not sure if I should rewrite that, but I think it's fine. But we need to cast this pending. Also, this is not completely right. This is not completely right. Because depending on if this is a summoner or not, needs to be somewhere else. There we go. If I started this, would it even do anything? Let's find out. It doesn't seem to do anything, but we are also in the wrong map. There are some errors. Check them out. Ah, of course. It cannot spawn any visual actors if we don't have a visual actor to spawn. This is a null here. So it kind of worked. It's funny. We have fighting entity abstract, but we also need fighting entity for orbling, which is this guy. So we need to overwrite this. Do I have to cast this? Should I even put this into its own? Variable, or should I always cast this one? Maybe this is the way. Okay. So right now we are creating the... Okay, what we are missing is the asset information, like the blueprint of how these things need to be constructed. Whatever, we can fill the data tables and data assets later. What we have are the information instances, which will save the things that happen to the Orblings and what they are, etc. Then from there we can start a battle which triggers creation of an arena. The arena then looks up what kind of competitor needs to be spawned. The competitor then looks at its information that it has, spawns fighting entities, which are the Orblings and the Summoner, and assigns them their information, puts them into some place, and that's all we have right now. They now would need to fly to their positions too, and then say, we are ready to fight. For that, we would need to like... Do we have fly too? What kind of functions do we have? Orbling entity. It's also Orbling entity, so we should have everything that the other already has. What is set target? Target position. Maybe this Orbling thing has a little more movement. Fly to target. So we need to implement a fly to target in our new fighting entity thing. And it needs to be skippable too, but whatever. Excuse me. Okay, while I was thinking about my new battle system, I have a problem. I mean, maybe it's not a problem, but I didn't foresee it. Like, my idea was, since my game is very slowish right now, like everything needs to do its turn, I wanted to combine everything of one competitor's front to fight at the same time and do their attacks at the same time. There are two problems. Firstly, if 3 of them are melee attacks and they need to go to the same target, do they stand in each other? Probably not, because they are jumping from their origin point to the nearest point of the enemy, I guess. Which means we maybe also need to calculate sizes. I mean, that would have been a problem with my old system too, but whatever. So yeah, maybe not a problem. We have to see how it plays out. The second problem is, if some of my Orplings are melee attacks and some of them are healing, how do I put my camera to show everything? Do I have for every combination of attacks, etc., a different camera flight bundle? Like if we are healing and attacking, do I fly over the enemy and our own side to show both attacks? Am I like a little further away to see everything, etc.? I guess that's possible. The second problem on that is, though, if we do the healing animation, like the particles, etc., will be in my own side, but the ones that are attacking currently need to be healed too. So they need to show this healing particles, I guess. Which is a little funny, as the healing area would be at home while they are gone, but having some particles over them anyway. I guess that's... either we live with that, or I say we have to split the animations depending on their targeting. Like if they target own competitor, then it's its own animation, and if they attack the other, then it's its own animation. But that would also mean we would need to split any time an Orpling has to switch its target in order. Like if the first Orpling attacks the enemy, the second one heals us, and the third one attacks the enemy, that would mean we basically have a one by one or one after each other kind of animation like we have currently, which we want to avoid. So probably we will just say everything at the same time. We don't care about animations. They are not that important. Or more like, I need a way to make it look nice, I guess. Like, there are some underlying problems that are more important than the problems they cause, and the problems they cause need to be solved in a creative manner. But there are some design choices that I have that I should not break. Choices that I newly made to improve the system. That's future monkey problem, I guess. Ah. I guess this is not needed, but it is nice to ask the ID on the instance itself. We need the ID to spawn it, so we will probably never need it again, but maybe it is needed to do something. Because the base ID is needed to actually invoke this structure, but if we are reading the ID from that structure, the structure is in our hands already, so we wouldn't need it. But whatever. For now, whatever, right? I'm God's sleepiest soldier right now. Okay, does this work to spawn anything? Opa. So what was the problem this time? Am I even looking for the thing? Oh, sorry. I'm in leads us here, but this node. This visual actor is actually not getting filled, which I assume this thing doesn't work. So let's see what is actually happening here. Just to be clear. So we have an instance and we have an info with Tomati, which means Tomati will go in here and there must be something coming out of this thing. There's no other way. Whoops. It did not find it. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Hello, Ayumi. It's going good. How are you doing? I am Monkey. Developing a game. That's nice to hear. How did you find me? Are you a developer yourself? Where was I? Ah, yeah. Correct. This thing jumps out and it makes no sense. It should not jump out. So did I just misclick? Do you play this game usually? Ayumi, what is 7 minus 3? Oh, it doesn't find it. Interesting. A very obvious one. Can you answer it? Oh, that's good. So, can you describe what you're seeing on my screen? I'm not cute, I'm cool. Let's say it like this. You asked if I play this game usually. And that is a very, very, very suspicious question, you know? Makes me think that there is something fishy going on. So I'm trying to make sure if you're human or not. But maybe my senses just tingled a little too much. I'm not sure. That's what a bot would say. Prove it. Do you like oil? Or batteries? What's your favorite recipe? And does it include battery acid? Hmm. So what failed? Is this the problem? Because I didn't say tomati. Probably. So if I add this, it should work now. You don't know? Very suspicious. Alright, now it should find something, right? Yes. And it has something here too. That's good, that's good. So is it able to spawn something now? Seems like it is spawning. Let's just run it. Ah, more errors. Ask another one. What is your opinion about the economics of Belgium? Summer. Nope. So now it fails here because it doesn't have any AI components. Need to add the battle logic into it. Where do I do that? I mean, it doesn't have anything here. Let's just go with this, I guess, for now. This one doesn't need it. So let's go. Aha, no more errors. And there they are. Let's see. The controller. I can't see anything. Are we outside even? Where is this? Where are we? Give me some light. Belgium is highly developed. While the country enjoys high standards of living and strong consumer purchasing power. That's a very bought answer. I don't know. Are you from Belgium? No, I'm from Germany. Are you from Belgium? Why can't I see anything? Like I should be seeing some elements. Like I am outside my camera right now. Why don't I see anything? That's very suspicious. There was something there. Where are you from then? Are you from Europe? Is this your time zone? It is 9 p.m. here right now. Okay, how can I debug this? The problem is I have like nothing that is showing. Are we loading anything else? Australia! Isn't it like 3 a.m. there? Or probably even later. Maybe 5 a.m. It's 5. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Why are you up so early? Now, how do I debug this? Problem is, I know that things are here, but I cannot make it show. I would need to, like, have a map that shows something. Maybe we should do that. Do I load this? Or do I just load this? You usually wake up early? Oh. Early bird. I'm a night owl myself. Should I just create a level and then just drag it in? What is this? This is fine. Now let's just do something very easy. Let's go say new level, basic, remove this and then save in here as test battle background. And then we go in here, drag it in, and now let's play it. Excuse me, where is it? Oh, it's not saved. Is it that's why? No. What? Where? Oh, that's also interesting. Camera flight was very fast, but it makes no sense. Like in general? That's a very vague question. Like my this current development stream, etc., which I take rather serious, began 3 years ago, and the 3 years anniversary was 3 days ago. Or was it 3 days ago? It was 29th of May. So 3 years ago I started. But before that I streamed here and there just for fun. Just one day here, one day there, just a random game. But not on this channel. But this one I I streamed daily for three years, I guess. It helps me with concentrating on development. Now, why does the level just not load? We have it here. Why is it gone? I mean, it's obviously there. Why is it not showing? Sad day. Wait, is this the problem? It just fades and we don't see anything anymore? Oh, it is. Oh, I see. Okay, whatever then. Yeah, that makes sense. Now we see something. Where is this? Why can't I focus it? Well, we can focus this thing. Okay. good. They are spawning in the correct position. But what is that? This seems like the visual actor of the Orplings here. And they are just not attached to the Orpling itself. Okay, that's good. Seems to work. Two in this position. Oh. Well, you look at that. One is spawned here and one is spawned there. Why? Oh, it's the 100. Random 100. I think I put in too large of a value in there. Should be 10 maybe. Okay, this is already better. Why are you so far away? Okay, that seems to work. You also need to make sure the camera is set correctly, but like, okay, it's built. The problem is we need to make these Orplings I mean, in the real game, these orblings need to follow us flying. So they will be above our head or something, I don't know. And from there, they need to fly to their positions. So that's easy to do, I guess. Kinda. What's with the summoner? I also need the summoner, right? Maybe I should add that. Could be special instead. This is enough to make it happen. Interesting. Rotation is wrong, but that's fine. There are 2 errors though. Ah, bad AI. Yeah. We need a battle AI that is empty. But for now, just go with custom. Alright, now rotation. Rotation. So the rotation did not matter. I guess we just spawned it in the position without rotation. Let's find out. Competitors seems to be with a transform. Interesting, interesting. I see. Then the problem is actually here. Yeah, we are just setting the location, not the rotation. For now, let's just do this. Yay, they're facing each other. Now the Orblings should be above their heads. Something like this. Why did they go down now? Oh, I'm stupid. I moved the summoner and the Orbling spawn. Why are we so far away now? Why are we getting spawned in random positions? Like every time we're somewhere else. But why? I don't know. Where are they? We need 200. Maybe even more. We don't know the sizes of summoners. Something like this. Yeah, this seems fine. And from there, they need to go to their positions. Should I implement the flying functionality? So how does this work? Leaving area, that's interesting. If it's leaving area, it just goes upwards. Mm-hmm. Ah, this is the procedure. I see. Because the flight 2 would engage this. Ayumi was actually fake. I mean, I know some message were suspicious. One of their message got auto moderated, which was like, by the way, I'm an artist, that blah blah blah. It's a common thing that, yeah, I get that a lot, and I don't even deal with it anymore. I just block. It's very common in Discord. I only got this message on Twitch like once or twice years ago. So I don't know, I was rather hopeful talking, and then they dropped that and I was like, ah, yeah, figures. Okay, I'm blocking you. Yeah, it's not just artists, it's like, yeah, I can do you this asset and what asset, etc. and blah blah. Yeah, but tough luck, I cannot read, so... Bye-bye! Unreal Engine is streaming right now. I think PlayStation Now will also happen, and on Friday there will be Summer Game Fest, and Xbox Live is also someday, so I think they all put it right at this corner of the year. Ah. Oh, you wrote Steam instead of stream for a moment, and yours stream is more interesting to me. Well, I'm honored. Thank you. Although it shouldn't be too hard to be more interesting than me. That says a lot of their stream then, though. That is true. I really don't want to implement this right now, but I have to. The problem is this is like a function that should be like a little more generalized, I guess. I feel like this fly 2 should be able to be called in the overworld too, but I don't know. Should I just copy the function or should I write a new one? So maybe a function that says fly to with a location and a rotation and a slot ID. Why would I need the slot ID though? I see. Where do we get the slot ID? I see. Well, let's start somewhere, I guess. That's funny. I wrote rotation. Oh god, man. Oh, come on. Why are they not the same? C-U-R-R-E-N-T, C-U-R-R-E-N-T, S-L-O-T, S-L-O-T, R-O-T-A-T-I-A-T-I-O-N. Why is it written differently? Yeah, it's the same. Funny it didn't pick it up. Maybe it did pick it up, never mind. And another bot. And sometimes I wonder how people get viewers. At least in this category. I'm copying a lot of functionality and I'm not convinced I should do it. That's why I'm so slow right now. Because I'm rethinking everything and then I'm like, let's proceed. Kinda. Biggest problem is this part. Like both of these, I mean, we already implemented a part of it, but the spline functionality is not perfect, so it needs some touching, and this one is also like, I don't know. I see. Alright, I guess next time we have to implement this flying stuff, but my brain doesn't go right now. My eyes are closing from whatever. So we will just continue tomorrow. But basically what we have to do is we have to start this part. This is looking for, hey, if you're already there, then don't, or something like that. Wait, fly to slot triggers it. If fly not active true, if it's the same slots and we are currently not flying, then we say we already arrived. And then set whatever registry is there to start the round to unregister the airplane. And we need this somewhere else too. Anyway, I'm done. I'm way too sleepy for doing anything right now. So Phil, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.